Direct from our newsroom in Washington, in color, this is the CBS Evening News with Walter Cronkite and Dan Rather.
Good evening, everyone. This is Walter Cronkite reporting again on the Democratic National Convention. Tonight we will be updating you on all the issues that were discussed and how we at CBS believe that the candidacy will play out. At the beginning of the convention, we heard from Fannie Lou Hamer, who talked about the Vietnam War and all the harm that it's causing. After that, we heard from McCarthy, a candidate who is very strongly supported by all the protesters that stand outside the convention. He is very supported because of his stand on the Vietnam War and why it should end immediately.
I feel I have much support because I feel there are very many who would like to de-escalate in Vietnam. My methods may not be so desired, but that's okay. To get stuff done, you have to go through the thick of it. And as much as I hate politics, if that's what it takes, it's what it takes. I believe I announced my presidency now because the de-escalation in Vietnam is of utmost importance. But I feel if I'm the man for the job and I can get it done, that's what I'll do.
So if Humphrey is the enemy, who are you rooting for?
McCarthy.
Humphrey announced his candidacy for president, being the most unpopular candidate thus far. His view of maintaining the Vietnam War makes him a lot of enemies within protesters.
Well, in my opinion, I think we should continue to escalate the war in Vietnam. We cannot look like cowards in front of the rest of America, in front of the rest of the world, while we are currently the greatest economic powerhouse, the greatest nation in this world right now. I heard a protester outside of this convention earlier claiming that this war was morally wrong. But isn't it morally right that it is our duty as the greatest nation to combat the nation that supports communism and to shut it down completely?
Humphrey has a plan for helping veterans and others dealing with the backlash that the Vietnam War causes: job creation, preparation, transfer payments, and equal employment opportunity. Kennedy brought up very interesting statistics on the other candidates, stating that Nixon has a 45% chance of winning presidency. Humphrey, meanwhile, stands at a 29%, and McCarthy stands at a 37%. He believes he is the most qualified candidate and the one that will bring victory to the Democratic Party. McGovern also announced his decision to run for president because he claims to be the only one who has the issues of the people in his mind, starting off with the de-escalation of Vietnam War. But as of right now, he also announced that he will be joining ballots with John Connally as his vice president in May. In summary, we now have 5 candidates. We have Humphrey, who voted on maintaining the Vietnam War. We have McCarthy, who voting on de-escalating it, has popularity within protesters, but is kind of a wild card. We have McGovern, who voted on de-escalating the Vietnam War. And we have Kennedy, who wants to run because he believes he will win.